Welcome to the Northfield Schools Schoology Parent Overview. This quick video is just intended to give you a quick overview of what your parent account can do in Schoology. To get started with your parent account, you'll need your parent access code for each of your students, and you can get that from your school's office through the student support services if you have lost it or if you haven't received it previously. So if you've already received that code or if you've already set up your account, you can access it by just going to Schoology.com. And once you're at Schoology, if it's the first time that you're signing in, you're going to choose the Sign Up button. Select that you're a parent, and that's where you would enter that access code that you can get from your school. We are not going to go that way because we already have an account set up, so we're going to log in. When you log in, you can use your email address or username. I usually recommend using an email address. However, this time I am going to use a username for this particular user. The reason to use an email address as opposed to a username is that you will not have to select a school when you get started to log in. However, if you're using your username and you want to select your school, you'll need to be sure to select from the list that comes up. You can see there are a lot of different schools with Northfield in them. I'm going to choose Northfield Middle School and make sure that I have Northfield, Minnesota. And then log in. Once you're in, you see the parent account. So you can see up here, you should see your name when you log in. And right now it would be viewing activity for this parent. I happen to have this parent account associated with Northfield Middle School. So I see updates that were posted for everyone in Northfield Middle School. There's just a couple right now. And then I would see courses or groups that I've enrolled in. Again, this is the parent account. Parents do have the option to enroll in courses or groups that are specific to parents, but that's much less common than using Schoology to access the courses and groups that your students are a part of. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the student activity side. You can see this drop-down menu right here. When you choose that, you'll see that right now it's selecting to see the parent account. And I can also select to see student accounts. So I'm going to go to that part. I have this account linked with 3 students already, so you can see them listed here. You would see your student names for any students you have associated with your account, and you would see the updates that pertain to those students. So you can see there's an update for the Wellness Challenge that goes to student 1. You can scroll down and see that there are more updates. This particular update goes to all 3 students. However, during the school year, this is a lot of information to look at if you look at more than one student at a time, so it's usually going to be best to look at one student at a time. In this drop-down menu, you can select which student you would like to view. So I'm going to go ahead and look at student number 3 here. Here I see the updates that pertain only to student number 3, and now I see these quick little links up here that pertain just to student 3 as well. I can make a quick jump to graded assignments and see some assignments that do have grades in them. Or the same would be true of graded tests and quizzes, where they would show a number of items that I could look at here that have been graded, and the same for discussions. Attendance is really done through Skyward, so you will not use Schoology for that. I can also jump right into the courses that this student is signed up for. So student 3 is enrolled in all of these test courses, and I could go ahead and look into one of these courses and see the materials for that course and look at what is being expected of my student in each of those courses. If you noticed also before I went into that folder, when I was just looking at the materials homepage, I could see some of the upcoming events for that course. On this sidebar, for any of your courses, you'll see the assignments, anything that's going to be graded or anything that is due on the side, as well as any calendar events. This course is not showing any calendar events right now. So right now I'm just viewing for this course. I can jump to other courses, or I could go to groups, or I can go back home where I can see all of the activities all together for all of the courses and groups. So the courses, just to let you know, are academic in nature. So these would be courses that your students enrolled in through their school. Groups are going to be for things like extracurriculars, student activities, athletics, music, art, kinds of things that are not a course that your student is enrolled in. Again, on the side, now I see all of the upcoming assignments. These could be for any of the courses for this student, and it's a good way to know what's coming up for your students so that you could ask some questions, remind them, see how they're doing on their projects and such. The big benefit to Schoology as a learning management system over just using Skyward as a student information system is that you get a lot more detail of the assignments. So if I see that this is coming up and I want to know specifically what is expected of my student, I can hop in here and see anything that the teacher has written, as well as any documents that would have been attached to that assignment. So the idea is you get much more information from using Schoology than you could get just from using Skyward. Again, you can select any of the students you want to see through this drop-down menu, and then this drop-down is for your overall account. So it tells you, yep, I want to look at just my parent account, or I want to look at my students' accounts. If you have Schoology set up for one child, you can add a student here. If you choose that, it will ask for that parent access code, and you can enter use code. It will add the student then to your list here, as well as to the drop-down menu. Cancel that. The other items that you can do in this list would be set your notifications for how often Schoology sends you notifications, or in your account settings you could change your email or your password. And then when you're finished using Schoology, just log out. So thanks for watching. If you have questions about Schoology, please let us know. You can ask your school office and they will point you in the right direction. Thank you.